Hello and welcome to Garage.tv. Today I have the 2015 Golf R from Volkswagen. This is the most powerful Golf that was ever made. It's an all-wheel drive. It's powered by a 2.04 cylinder engine that produces 280 horsepower. So imagine 280 horsepower in a small car like this one. I drove it and I enjoyed it. I mean, last year I drove the GTI and I loved it, but this one is even better. It has more power. The acceleration from 0 to 100 km per hour happens in 5 seconds and the top speed is 280. So all in all, the car is amazing performance wise and the shape as well. This is the R line, so it has few changes here and there to make it even better. The car is priced at 150,000 Emirati dirhams, which is a little bit high, but when you drive it you get to appreciate it and you get to understand the value of the car. Now we're gonna have a look at the interior. Now for the interior space, I think it's fine in front. I'm sitting here, I'm fine. I'm not feeling cramped. Now the only thing is that the seat, because it's a racing seat, it's a bit tight on the back just to hold you in when you are like racing and going fast. So it's not meant for big guys like me, but I think the space in front is really fine. Now we're gonna have a look at the back. The space in the back is not really bad. I'm sitting here, I have enough leg room, I have headroom. The car is a 5-seater, but I think it's a bit difficult for 3 people of my size to sit in the back, but I think you can still squeeze more people here in the back. Now the trunk space is good for such a small car. As you can see, you can stuff so many things there, and even you can fold the rear seats to have even more space, which is, I think, really good. One of the things I like about the Volkswagen cars is this display in the middle of the dashboard. As you can see, it can display various things that you need. For example, your audio, your music, your phone, vehicle status, lap timer, for example. If you are racing, this would be fun. You can resume, stop, new lap, and so on. You can display driving data, so your speed, your average speed, your average consumption and range, and so on. For example, you can switch average speed, distance, travel time, range, average consumption, oil temperature, speed, digital speed, as you can see, and so on. You have the assistant system that you can control. You have the navigation, so it can display what's next in your navigation, so you can to go right or left, and so on. So this is really useful and I really like it. In the middle you have this really cool touch screen. You can control mostly everything in the car through this one. You can control your music, your phone, your navigation, your car setting, and so on. I really like it and I think it's really useful, and I like the fact it's being tilted towards the driver for better handling. Here you have something interesting, which is this small compartment. You can throw your things in there. The space is not bad. You can connect your iPod here as well to play music. You can see it's really useful to put your things, for example your phone, and so on. Here you have this nice compartment that holds the cup holders, which is, I think, really useful. Now you have few interesting features in this car. Here, let's look at this one. You can switch between the driving mode, so it can be normal, eco, racing, and so on. So the racing, in this case, the car will shift up late just to give you this edge and this speed. If you're driving eco, it will be shifting up really quickly to save fuel. And the normal, of course, it's the normal. Here you can you have the automatic engine switch off. When you stop, for example, at the traffic light, the engine will turn off automatically, and then once you release the brake, it will go on again just to save some fuel. Of course, you can switch it off. Here you can switch off your traction control to have more fun, for example. And then you have the automatic parking assistant. Now personally, I'm not a fan of this one because it takes more time, and especially in a small car like this, you don't really need it. You have a good rear camera, And then you have parking sensors, which is more than you need, to be honest. So I tried it before, it really works, but I think, as I said, it takes more time than what you do normally. The Golf is such an iconic car, it doesn't really need introduction. When it comes to hatchback, this is one of the best in the world, and this edition is their fastest yet. We're looking at 280 horsepower, which is a lot for such a small car. That gives it the power, and it's an all-wheel drive, so which is even better and better. Now the price is a little bit high, but when you consider technology, reputation, power and performance, I think it's justified. You have lots of good features. You have, for example, the adaptive cruise control. You can maintain the distance between you and the car in front of you, and the car will speed up, slow down based on that. You have different driving mode, sport or economical. So it's really good to have this amount of choice. You have many things. I like the display here inside. I like the features inside, and I think it's such a great car. I mean, I enjoyed the GTI, but this is much better. I really liked it.